I'm tired of Kenyans acting like they don't have an accent. We have an accent, and it's totally okay. Just because you are not born and raised in Ushago, you're from Nairobi, we get it, from Nairobi. We get it. You don't have Ushago accent, but Nairobians still very much so have an accent. And when they try and twang, it's really weird. You're hearing somebody saying, me, I like dirt. What is dirt? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're swallowing your R's. You're trying to create consonants that don't exist, vowels that don't exist. You're swallowing your vowels, choking up on your consonants. And I'm just like, you have a Nairobi accent, Bwana. Like, just calm down.
So there's
like,
even a Nairobi accent.
Just calm down. It is all right. Don't be... relax.
Hey guys, welcome again to the channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So in today's video, we're actually going to look at the Kenyan accent. Okay, a lot of people have come out to say Kenyans do not have an accent. Oh, Nigeria have an accent. Okay, West Africans have an accent, but Kenyans do not have an accent. In fact, in my comment section, I've received somebody once told me that he does not like my accent, that if I want to become a big YouTuber, then I need to stop having the kind of accent I have. I need to learn better accent. And I keep wondering, excuse you? I asked him, don't you like my accent? And he said, yes. And I asked him the meaning of accent, okay? Somebody once said that accent is actually somebody speaking, interpreting a particular language in a particular order, depending on where you live or where you are brought up. I think I've heard someone say that line of thought. Okay, so accent for me as a Nigerian is quite different from a Ghanaian who happened to be my next door neighbor. Okay, and also from a Ugandan or a Rwandan or a Kenyan. Okay, I think I've said some things, you know, as to Kenyans and to even in Rwanda, there's some things I will say and people will be like, oh, that's not how it's pronounced. How do you say ask when you can say ask? Okay, how do you say good morning when you can say good morning? Okay, like the Rwandans will always say good morning, I'm going, okay, I'm coming, you know, all of those. And I keep wondering, and you guys keep saying you do not have an accent. Every one of us have an accent. Every language has an accent, okay? Kenyans will say that instead of that, okay? Like the way this lady had said, cucumber. You watch the other couple's video I did, and the lady say cucumber and the guy say cucumber. Okay, you say pasta and we say pastor. Okay, I've seen a particular skit of a guy who happened to be a Nigerian. It was a skit, of course, and he came into the classroom. I was saying he wanted to teach them English language, and all of a sudden he's saying things like conductor. Some of you will become a conductor, like we say in Nigeria. They said no, it's not called conductor. That's the student saying to their teacher, it's not called conductor, it's called conductor. And we don't say doctor, we say doctor. We don't say pastor, we say pastor. Like all of those things are just your own accent, okay? And you need to understand that one of the things that differentiate Nigerians and other African countries and their English language is the fact that most times we kind of add different kind of sound to our English language, and that makes it very fun, okay, to hear. And you're hearing somebody saying, I'm coming, oh, I'm going, oh, how far now? How are you now? You know, all of those things are one of the things that make the Nigerian accent so fun, okay? Let's go watch this particular video of these Kenyans, okay, talking about Kenya and their accent. Then we come back and react.
Kenyans, they have a very articulate accent. Like I can hear. I have a friend, and he doesn't say pancakes. Pancakes.
Those are people from the village.
So sometimes when Paula speaks, I'm like, what do you say? So last time you said gamboots.
Nonsense. She won't be nonsense. It's nonsense. Nonsense.
Because you said gamboots. I was like,
Chat. Instead of
is that a gambit or what is he talking about?
Gamboots. Please, what is gamboots? What is gamboots? You guys call church. Church is not church. Like church is spelled as CHARCH. Okay, and church is CHURCH, okay, but you guys say it's church. You guys don't used to believe that you have an accent. Like, I've heard a lot of YouTubers even say that Kenyans do not have accent. Like, guys, you guys have accent. Everybody have accent. We all have accent. South Africans have accent. Their own self, like, is so thick, and they have different languages from South Africa. Like, South Africa has different tribes and yeah, different languages. So the way someone, Elena, stop now, please now. The way someone from Soweto or someone from what's it called now, from Johannesburg, all of those people that grew up in the city centers, we pronounce things is quite different from somebody who is coming from the village, right? So you don't really expect them to speak the same way. Then they have the different tribes and yeah, that have different accent. Okay, I've heard somebody say he's from I've forgotten that tribe now, and the person have to do before they will say a word, okay, in South Africa. So even though it's an English word, but they'll do, you know. Okay, so let's read some of the comments. Some people say until they find out gumboots in Kikuyu, kofo. What's kofo, you guys? This girl will not let me do my video today, you guys. Please. Nobody in Kenya said pancakes. Anyway, maybe you've not heard, but this person said his friend said pancakes. Okay, this one said me being a Kenyan who has never heard anyone say pancakes. Hey. Okay, somebody say I honestly thought Kenyans have no accent. See, even we Nigerians, if you tell us that we have accent, we tell you it's a lie. Like, we keep arguing like we don't have an accent. But trust me, everybody has an accent, okay? I'm Kenyan and I've never heard of pancakes. Okay, you guys let me know in the comment section. Have you heard of pancakes? Okay, not pancakes now. Okay, pancakes and somebody calling it pancakes. Okay, let us know in the comment section. This one say we use Kiswahili intonation to speak English, and that's it. So if you come to Nigeria, we have the Igbo, the Yoruba, the Hausas. Now Hausas use their own kind of tongue. That's the Hausa language or the Hausa tongue to speak English, okay, why the Igbos have their own kind of English, okay. Then you have the Yorubas also have theirs. You heard someone from Yoruba saying like they have the H factor, okay. They hardly pronounce H, right? H, they have the H thing, okay. Now some part of Igbo, okay, like the Anambaras, okay, they also have like the R factor, okay. So instead of saying prayer, you hear something like player. I'm going for players, okay. Meanwhile, that's supposed to say we're going for prayer, okay. So they have the R factor. Then someone from the Yoruba has the H factor. The Hausas, I don't even know the factor that they have, but I know that they usually use the Hausas. They have their own English, trust me. Their English is quite different. Uganda says pancakes. Pancake, okay, that's Uganda. Ugandans in the house, let us know, do you say pancake or pancake? Okay, now in East Africa, I think Ugandans believe that they speak better English than any other East African country, but yeah, that's like an argument. I think I'll bring out that video one of these days on the channel, but for now, let me know if you're Ugandan. Let me know, do you guys pronounce pancakes as pancakes? Okay, we apologize, Kissy are Ugandans. Are you serious? Okay, anyway, Akisi is Ugandans, but I've always known Kissy to be Kenyans. After she said it's a village people thing, they came for her ngamboots and nonsense. Yeah, I've actually heard nonsense instead of nonsense. You heard nonsense. And the A, Kenyans pronounce A as ah. Okay, you know, there's always A is ah, like that kind of thing. Yeah. So right from school, even my daughter say b. You know, all of those things that they teach them while learning languages in school. Okay, so Kenyans pronounce A as okay. So you hear things like a motorbike instead of a motorbike. And you hear things like a car instead of a car, like a car instead of a car, okay, a man instead of a man, you know, that kind of thing. So Kenyans actually have an accent, but I don't know if it's British, because most of them come out to say that they have the main British accent, okay, than any other country. I've actually posted on my channel here where a particular lady and her fiancé or her husband and their couple, Nigerian and Kenyan. So the guy happened to be a Kenyan, the guy happened to be a Nigerian, the lady is a Kenyan. And I heard the lady saying things like, oh, who actually colonized you guys? Are you sure you guys were colonized by the same British that colonized Kenyans? Okay. And the guy said, no, we actually colonized British as Nigerians, because we just have our own different way of speaking. Okay. The way a Yoruba man in Nigeria will speak English is quite different from the way an Igbo man will speak English. Trust me. And one of the things that unite us, our English language, our own perfect English language, which happens to be the pidgin English, is the only thing that unites us, right? In our English. Okay, so if I speak my pidgin, even though inside pidgin there's also a different, the way a Port Harcourt person will speak pidgin English is quite different from the way a Warri person will speak English. So we all have our own just different patterns of speaking. Okay, and it is good to know that every one of us has an accent. Okay, but if you don't believe in my line of thought, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Do you think that Kenyans have an accent, or they don't have an accent at all? Let us know in the comment section. I would love to read from you. Okay, and I hope this video also makes you smile as much as it makes me smile. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do well to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's be friends. Okay, see you guys on my next video. For now, bye guys.